was 8.6.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
All right. Okay, so any other ones that you get? Number 14, we can do number 14. Any other ones? Any other ones you want me to do on the board quickly? No? Okay, 14. Look at number 14. AD is X and DB is Y. What is CD? So it's looking for this right here. So remember, what is it? What is the altitude? The geometric mean of what and what?
The leg.
Of these two, right? So it's CD over X equals Y over CD. So CD squared equals XY. Right? So now what? Square root. CD equals square root of XY. Woo! Toughie.
Yeah.
That was for Jasmine. Because she's so smart.
Thanks.
I got that on camera, by the way. Just... All right, any other questions? You need to do any other ones? Any other problems? No questions? Everybody's got... Do you understand what you're doing with these? I mean, it is pretty straightforward, right?
Yeah.
It's not like it's like super difficult. All right?
Can we do the proof on the board?
No, let's go to the other lesson. Start lesson 13.4. We don't have time. I'd rather get the information that you're gonna have to know for the test than do a proof right now. We might have time tomorrow. But right now, we need to do this. All right, 13.4. Okay. Travis, what makes up similar triangles? What do we know about similar triangles? They have what? Excuse me? Equal what? Equal angles? But what do we know about the sides? Speak not loud enough that everybody can hear you on the camera. The sides must be what? Not equal, but anybody want to guess?
Proportional.
Proportional. Very good. Proportional. So the sides have to be proportional. So here's what we're talking about. If you have similar triangles, what will be proportional? All right, the sides are going to be proportional. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to give you a list of 4 things that are proportional, exactly proportional. So theorem 13.7, 13.8, 13.9, 13.10 are 4 theorems, and they're going to give you a thing that is proportional. So the first one is 13.7. Look at my 2 triangles. Everybody look at the triangles. Let's review. This triangle, okay, has a right angle. Now listen, when I draw that, what is that? What is this? An altitude, right? So, if the triangles are proportional, the altitudes are what?
Proportional.
Okay, so 13.7 says the altitudes are proportional. Okay? 13.8. Now, see how smart you are. See if you remember. What is this one? When it cuts the 2 opposite sides in half, it is a what? When it cuts the opposite side in half, what is it, guys? Do you remember? Let's review. Go back. Think in your mind. 4 ways to cut a triangle. The first one was an altitude. And the altitude had right angles, right? And where did those 3 intersect? At a orthocenter. Remember this? The other one, the second one, was starts with an M. Median. And what's a median? It cuts the opposite side in
half.
Well, that's what we have here, right? When I draw it, cuts the opposite side in half. Now listen, a median cuts the opposite side in half. What is the center point where it all intersects? Do you remember? A meteor or a centroid, remember? Use your your star stuff. All right, so listen. 13.7. Altitudes are proportional. If the sides are proportional, the altitudes are proportional. 13.8. If the sides are proportional, then the median is proportional. Okay? Is everybody following that? Does everybody follow that?
Yes.
Okay, next. Well, what's the next one? When it cuts the angles in half, what is that? Angle.
Bisector.
So 13.9 is angle bisector.
Yes. Oh, I got one.
And the last one. See how smart you are. It starts with a P.
Perimeter.
You cheater.
Nuh-uh. It was a complete guess.
That's the only thing that starts with a P.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
Perpendicular bisector starts with a P.
No,
And that's one of the 4 ways to cut a triangle.
no one thinks.
I was hoping you'd answer that and be like, no, you're wrong. It's perimeter.
Yes.
All right, so listen. Listen, in your notes, write these down. 13.7. If the sides are proportional, if they're similar, then the altitude's similar, and the median's similar, and the angle bisector, and then 13.10, the perimeter is. Okay? So, okay, so watch carefully, class. Here's what it means. What is our ratio? 10/20. And my perimeter is going to be what? X, because I'm looking for this perimeter, over what? 50. 2x equals 50, therefore what's my perimeter? 25. Everybody got it? So that's all you are doing. For the first 4 theorems, 13.7, 13.8, 13.9, 13.10, they're going to give you similar sides, which will then give you the ratio, which is the proportion. Then you have to look at the altitude or the median, the angle bisector, or the perimeter, and solve the rest. Okay? So, if this is 10 and this one's 20, and this is 30, what is this? How would I solve it? 15. Is everybody following? Okay? 10, and how would you do it? 10/20, x over 30. Cross multiply. Answer. Does everybody understand this? Okay? Now, this next one is the one that's confusing. Okay? 13.11. Now, let me ask you a question. When you're solving for area, what are you doing, Sam? When I solve for an area, let's say the area of a square, what am I doing? How do I solve for this area? How do I solve for the area of the square?
Multiply the
Length times width, right?
Yeah.
All right, now, let me ask you a question. Listen carefully, pay attention, please. If I have 2 squares, think about this. What's the ratio from here to here? Well, I don't know what it is, but will there be a ratio? Yes or no?
Yes.
Now, watch carefully. This ratio and this ratio are the same. Is everybody following? But when I'm looking for the area and I want to find the area proportionally, do I multiply it by 1 ratio or 2? 2. Why?
Because you have to find it for both.
Because you're doing 2. You're multiplying. Now, remember, back in the day, when you have exponents, when you multiply, they become what? You add, they multiply. Does that make sense? So in this case, when your multiplication, your exponent is squared. So watch carefully. If I have this as 10, okay, and this as 5, what's the area of this one? Let's do it easy. 100, right? Everybody agree? What's the area of this one? 25, right? Everybody follow me. What's the ratio? 100 over 25, which reduces to what? 4 over 1. So let me ask you a question. If I divide 10 by 4, do I get 5? What do I get? Not something that's doable, right? Watch carefully. Divide 10 by 2, what do you get? Divide this 10 by 2, what do you get? Notice, what are you doing? The ratio from here to here and here to here is 2. I'm squaring the ratio. 2 squared is what? 4. 4 times 25 is 100. Everybody see that? So when you're doing area, when you are solving the proportion of the areas of the numbers, you have to square the ratio, then multiply. Is everybody following me? Is everybody following me? We'll do some examples. Does everybody understand what the concept is? So area, now look, if we're solving for area, it is proportion squared. Area is proportion squared. So let's do one for practice here. Okay, so here's my area. Okay, here's my area. Area is 36. What's my proportion? What's my proportion? How would I solve this, guys? What's my proportion? Somebody help me out. What are the proportions over my legs? Okay, let's try talking. But with me. Come on now. 3. Okay, so 4 over 12. Good, which is 1/3 or 3. Okay, good. Now, remember we have to square it. And by the way, this is something that everybody misses, so I'm trying to take my time to teach it to you. Okay? And you have 3 minutes to get it. You would square it. Set it equal to what? Our area over here is x, 36. What happens when you square a fraction? You can square top and bottom. Or you can reduce first. 1/3. What is 1/3 squared? Somebody help me out. What's 1/3 squared?
1.
What is 3 squared, class? Together, 9. X over 36. Cross multiply. 9x equals 36. Divide by 9, divide by 9. X equals. So your answer for this area is what? But if is everybody good? Okay, I hope you got it because there are 2 problems like that on the homework. There are 2 problems on the test. I won't be here to help you. Okay? All right? So now's your time.